Thank you. Right, welcome guys. Welcome to the virtual presser for Tyler Denny versus Brad Paul's English Middleweight Title fight. This fight takes place courtesy of Boxer, Saturday, February 11th at the OVO Arena, Wembley. We already know English title fights always make for a special occasion, always hard fought, always produce something special. Big moments, big performances. I'm going to ask you both a couple of questions each, and then I'm going to open up to the media. Tyler, I'll come to you first. The last unbeaten prospect that you fought was also called Brad, and you beat him. You put together a career best performance. You know, you were extremely good that fight. How have you continued that momentum this camp?
I've just stayed in the gym, to be fair, and I've still been buzzing off that last one without getting carried away. Obviously, I got Brad Paul's now. He's going to face different problems and everything. I respect him, but I'm confident in my own ability that I'm good enough to get the job done.
You were the underdog, I'd say, going into the last fight. I'm not sure what the odds are on this one, but do you almost prefer that underdog role, and being kind of the guy that has to come in with something to prove?
I'm not really bothered, to be fair. I believe in myself, like, again. So what other people from the outside might see, they're not seeing the work that I do in the gym day in, day out. So I was the underdog. I think I've been the underdog for the last how many fights, but I keep proving it wrong, man. So that tells me, even if, say, Brad Paul's is the underdog this one, it don't mean nothing, because I've been the underdog and I keep winning. So I've got to stay focused, man, and I'm determined more than ever to get the win.
Brad, you're undefeated. You have a huge opportunity in front of you. What do you have to do in order to leave with that English title?
Just perform my best, to be honest. Yeah, like you said, massive opportunity, and loads to gain, nothing to lose, really. Like, Tyler's the guy at the minute. He's the champion. He's got the momentum. He's been beating these undefeated lads. So what a guy to beat at the minute. If you beat Tyler, you're right up there for the British. So yeah, loads to gain, and like Tyler said, like, I'm confident, just like he is. It's going to be a good fight.
You've mentioned the British there. You've said that is not your ultimate goal, but that is your biggest goal in boxing has always been to go after the British title. In the back of your mind during camp, is there something there telling you, knowing that, you know, you're just one step away should you get the victory?
Yeah, that's right. I think whoever wins this fight obviously definitely deserves a shot at the British. I think Tyler probably should have had a shot already, to be honest. He's been defending this belt like 50 times, but whoever wins this one 100% deserves a shot at the British. So yeah, loads to gain.
Prime time, Sky Sports, it's a huge platform. Do you feel like that's additional pressure, or is that just something you're embracing with the size of this fight?
Yeah, I'm embracing it. I enjoy it. It was my first time on TV, my last fight, May last year on Channel 5. So it was good to get that first one out of the way. And I suppose this one will be similar. So it's familiar, and it just adds to the motivation.
Tyler, you've been in hard fights. You've fought on big platforms already. You know what it takes to pull it out of the bag in tough moments. Do you think that gives you the edge in this fight?
Possibly. I've definitely got that more experience when it comes to that side. What was that?
Someone who's not on mute.
Yeah, I've definitely got the more experience when it comes to that side. But, you know, if Brad's good enough, he'll be good enough regardless. But I just don't think, you know what I mean? So you know, I don't look too much into that. I just think I'm going to be the better fighter on the night, and I'll have enough to do, experience or not. But he's 16 and now, he's got to be doing something right. But if I look at the records, I fought the better people. That's without a doubt. But is he good enough? We'll find out, man. We'll find out. Yeah, I mean, he's got to take that step up. He had a good fight with Ryan Kelly last time, to be fair. That was a good fight. But I've been having these for like the last 4 or 5 fights, so I feel like that's where I'll be. That's where my experience will come into it.
All right, I'll open up to the media now because I feel like they're clocking to come off mute. JJ, I'll hand it over to you. You can start selecting who's next.
Okay, if you raise your hand, there we go. And I'm going to go to Matt Lenehan first at Boxing Social.
Tyler, I spoke to you in Coventry after your victory over River Wilson Bent, and you almost said, you know what, I'm fighting for my future. Just want to put money on the table, you know, feed my family and things like that. But you've since then gone on to beat, you know, guys like, you know, Brad Ray, who's rated as a, you know, a huge prospect in this country, and he had a devastating knockout on the Khan Brook undercard. And this momentum for you is just sort of rolling on. How motivated are you for this fight and to try and, you know, get a shot at the British title?
I'm more motivated than ever, to be fair. And the momentum, like it was only November I fought last, so that's good. Then back out in February, so to put like the Christmas chocolates down and stuff, but they'll be coming back out after this. But honestly, I'm more motivated than ever, and it's the same scenario. I've got to keep winning if I want to keep fighting. I've got some good sponsorship at the minute, but they've made it plain. Like if you start losing, like it's back to work. I don't want to get, you know what I mean? I like this as my job, boxing. I love it. So this is what I've got to do. Got to get the win.
In this fight, do you think, because of your record, obviously you had the Linus Udofia fight, and since then you've just been in with, you know, very good high-level opposition in and around that English-British title level. Do you believe that's what's going to separate you and Brad in this fight? The fact that you've had maybe the tougher fights on paper.
Possibly, but like I said, if Brad's good enough, he'll be good enough if he had them fights or not. But yeah, I've got the experience to draw on, and like I said, I'm full of confidence at the minute. I've been on a good streak, not overconfident. I'm very humbled and dedicated still to the craft, but I think it's going to put me in good stead.
Appreciate that. Brad, question for you. You're coming into this fight undefeated. Obviously, Tyler knows what it's like to suffer defeat, and he's bounced back from that, put together a string of good victories. Is the pressure on you in this fight?
I don't think it's on me, no. I think, obviously, Tyler's the one with the belt, and he's the one with the momentum. I feel like he's got more to lose than I have. For me, there's more to gain, to be honest. I'd say he's more established. He's had the tougher fights. He's beaten the better prospects. So for me, yeah, maybe there's slightly more pressure on Tyler. He's got more to lose than I have. But, you know, I respect Tyler. I respect the way he's done everything, and he's took hard fights on away shows. You can't not respect someone who does it like that. So I think it's going to be a really good fight, mate, yeah.
What's the key to victory for you in this fight? Obviously, you've seen how Tyler fights. He's been in some cracking fights on the way, like yourself has. But where do you see your advantages coming into this?
Won't give too much away, but yeah, just stick to my strengths, to be honest, and just stick to my game plan. I think that's enough. It's enough to get me the win on the night.
All right, thanks. And now we're going to go to Devinder Pal Johal, and if we can just limit it right now to 1 or 2 questions per person, so that everyone who's raising their hand is getting a chance to ask the questions. Thanks.
Sure, cool. Tyler, first one for yourself. First of all, well done and on taking on the fight, another dangerous prospect. Does it concern you at the back of your head that you sometimes have to keep on fighting these dangerous prospects without getting the opportunities to fight higher up? I mean, you're very motivated for this. Does it often concern you that you have to keep on taking the dangerous route?
Not really, because like I believe that I'll be beating these guys. So, and I'd rather having these tough fights that keep me motivated than a guy that, you know, a rubbish record and you can slip up on someone. So personally, I would like the British or something, or higher up belt, but it wasn't to be, and I was made aware of that a while back. So it's not just like they've thrown it up on me. You've got to fight Brad Pauls, and I'm all in shock. I've known about it for a while, so you know, I respect him as a good fighter, but I'm just looking to prove that I'm a better one.
Good stuff. Thanks, Tyler. And Brad, for yourself, how do you deal with Tyler having been through fighting consecutive unbeaten prospects on the way up? Does that concern you?
No, not at all. I think, yeah, like I said before, he's got the momentum and he's beating these guys back to back, and you got to respect the way he's done it, 100%. But I'm a completely different fighter than the people he's boxed before. And like you said, if I'm good enough, you're going to find out. So yeah, it's everything to gain, nothing to lose. He's got the momentum, he's got the belt. So yeah, we'll see on the night.
Best of luck, guys. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Okay, and now we'll go to October Red with October Red Boxing.
Hello there, good evening, good afternoon. Tyler,
Yes.
we are here. Brad, we are here. A fight that both of you have been talking about, this inevitability. This fight is no stranger to either of you. Tyler, you said that he's a good fighter. What makes Brad a good fighter to you?
Well, he's won 16 out of 16. He's got to be doing something right, isn't he? So just his record, really. 9 KOs, must be a good fighter. But, you know, I just think I'm a better fighter. Do you know what I mean? I've been in the better oppositions and I've beat him. His last fight against Ryan Kelly, it was a close fight, man. And I thought Ryan Kelly won personally, like, do you know what I mean? But it was that close. I'm not screaming that he never deserved to win or nothing. It was just a close fight. And obviously, and maybe because I know Ryan as well, he's my mate. You know, I was cheering for him. Sometimes you can look on it a bit like that, but I feel like, you know, I thought he's had 150-50 fight, and really, I thought Ryan won. So, you know, I'm confident in my ability, man. I've had these fights and I've won quite clearly as well.
Brad, your thoughts on that? Close
What
fight.
you just
You're a
said.
good fighter, but it was a close fight.
Yeah, no, I agree with him. It was a close fight. Yeah, back and forth. It was a good test for me. It was good to see how I'd handle those situations. And it's gonna have made me progress. I think I needed a fight like that to see what I was made of, sort of thing. So, yeah, respect. Ryan's a good fighter. It's a good win on my record. It was a close fight, but I feel like I've done enough. The judges, the main thing, they felt like I'd done enough.
Hey, 100%, man, 100%. And I was on about that with Ryan and that, but Brad's mate's got a win against me, Linus. So it works. You know what I mean? It's all. I say it works, man. You fight these tough guys, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, like I don't look into the Linus win over Tyler too much because me and Linus completely different. So you can't look into it too much. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really correlate. So yeah, it's just one of those things.
And one final question for both of you guys. We hear a lot about entertaining. We hear a lot about exciting fights. Tyler went against Brad Ray last time, and that was a roller coaster of a fight. Can we expect that kind of fight from both of you guys next week, Saturday?
I think. Go on. I think he'll be excited. Do you know what I mean? Brad don't know how to lose, man. He's won 16 out of 16. I'm into entertaining fights. You watch my 2 against River, Brad Ray, Derek Azazi. Even the Linus one was a good fight, man. Do you know what I mean? So we're there, man. And like I say, it's Brad's big shot now. On Sky, English title, Wembley Arena. You can't ask for no better than that. So he's got to give it his all as well. I'm definitely going to give it my all. And I think he's fibbing a bit when he says he's got nothing to lose, because you lose this and then you're back at the bottom of the queue. Do you know what I mean? So it's tough, man. It's tough. I don't know if you're trying to push the pressure off him, but embrace it, man. Do you know what I mean? I've got to win. There's pressure on myself. I put pressure on myself big time. It's a must-win fight for me. I'm not going to say it don't matter. Brad can, you know what I mean? Like the pressure's on me. The pressure's on me from myself. I put so much pressure. No one can put any more pressure than I put on myself. But I like to do that and embrace it. And I feel like I step up to the plate when there's pressure on. Do you know what I mean?
Brad?
Yeah. I think the styles are going to gel pretty well. I tend to come forward quite a bit, and Tyler will have a tear up when he has to. So I can't see it not being an entertaining fight, to be honest. Yeah, let's see how it goes on the night. I think the crowd are going to like this one.
Gentlemen, thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.
Cheers.
All right, thanks everyone. If there are no more questions, then I will go back to Savage Dan to wrap things up.
I was on mute. Right. Just a reminder then that the card next week is headlined by Adam Azim, who takes on the undefeated South American Santos Reyes. Final tickets can be purchased on boxer.com. I'm sure I will see all of you next week. Thanks for joining.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.